Hey folks, and welcome back here to Run Productions as we bring you the final 9 of the 2023 Discraft Big Rip Classic presented by Ledgestone out at Eagles Landing in Lumberton, Mississippi. My name is JohnE McCray, and alongside me, I'll be bringing you the commentary with Shane Seal. And Shane, if we're being honest, this tournament is starting to have its conclusion written before this final 9 even gets played. As we can look at the leaderboard here, you can kind of see why.
Yeah, indeed. Matt's out 12 strokes out in front with 9 holes to go. That's a tall order for 2 rounds to try and make up that distance. So 2 things would have to happen here is Matt would have to have a couple of really, really tough holes, and someone's going to have to make a charge. This is hole 10. Don't know that this is the one that someone's going to blow up on. This is playing as our easiest hole here. Players really just have to navigate getting over the obstacles here, is really kind of being the rough and then landing inside of this island. Really the only teeth that ever presented to the players from this hole is the wind. There's a little bit out there today, but I'm not sure there's enough to really impact our players that much.
Medio again going with the anvil here, kind of an overstable 4-speed, just looking to play the forehand, and does so with precision.
Nice easy birdie there. Looks like another forehand here again. Pretty stable. Kind of matching the slope of the hill, just bouncing there toward the green. Yes, great shot there, Josh.
I think this is H1 from Ben Fulford, bouncing it up there nicely.
Yeah, the wind's real favorable today for the forehand versus the backhand. Now, of course, Johnny takes the backhand route, but it's going to really sit on it, so it has to, just gets over the rough. That's what I was a little worried about there with that wind coming from the player's left shoulder.
Yeah, we have a potential star frame on our hands here as everyone has put themselves well within the circle for a birdie, and Joshua Patin has already done his part. And Johnny will join him.
Yeah, we can see why this hole has played as the easiest hole today. Our lead card is definitely making it look easy.
And again, Matteo went 7 down through 9 on the front 9 as he had entered the round, I believe, with a 7-stroke lead, and he has quickly grown that, as you said, to 12. And it'll remain that way after this opening hole on the back 9.
You know what, though? We'll take that star frame, get all of our players' confidence up here as they head into the next par 4.
Yeah, because it's worth noting that the race for second is tight. I think, if you saw the leaderboard at the end of the front 9 of this round, you'll have seen that between 2nd and 9th place, it's all within a stroke of each other. So it's definitely a battle still going on at the podium.
Yeah, thinking back to the last hole, we did notice that the wind was coming over our players' left shoulders here. So as they push a right-handed backhand out, trying to land in this area, if they get it turned over a little bit, the wind may continue to push it into the OB area there to the right. If not, should hyzer back in, and then our players kind of have a stock shot up here except for this tree. And notice we have another basket with kind of a sloping green to provide a last challenge for our players trying to get the birdie on this par 4.
And speaking of that wind, Matteo is clubbing up to something more overstable here with his adder. He throws rise quite a lot, but this adder is his most overstable distance driver.
Just not giving that disc any chance of flying into the OB. So really, really well played there by Matt.
Yeah, perfectly centered. And Joshua Patin throwing, I think, the same exact mold here.
Yeah, I think so. Didn't quite get his flat, maybe a little bit more nervous about how it would handle the wind.
I believe this is Ben Fulford going destroyer off the tee. It's got that dangerous flip to it.
Yep, that's what I worry about a little bit with that left to right wind. Let's see if he can hyzer back. Oh, nope. That's what you have to be careful of. It also looks, as long as he was going, maybe he was trying to look for the eagle there to see if he can make a move and maybe catch up a few more strokes.
He's definitely got the power. I've seen him throw well over 500 feet on multiple occasions in person, so I know that he definitely does have some heat. And you also notice when JohnE McCray checked the wind, it blew right to left, so it could have been a swirly wind that kind of just gave him a misread.
Yeah, maybe so. He really skipped up top. Now, granted that he's up top, he's going to have a really nice area to throw from, but a little more dangerous than he would have liked. Nice forehand here from Josh.
Absolutely.
Gotta get a little bit more. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nailed that one for sure. As this is Ben throwing 3. Still a chance to save par from here for sure.
Yep. Oh, could he do one better? Oh, that was looking good there for just a moment. I thought he had a chance.
It certainly did, it seemed. As McCray will
Nice
put himself
upshot
in prime
there.
state. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our card's handling these opening holes of the back 9 very well.
Casual little upshot here from Matt. He got so much further on his drive than he did in the previous 2 days. Left just a trivial upshot. Good putt for Josh there to get back again. You know, if he can keep racking up some of these birdies, he can ensure himself a good finish.
I think we're about to see 3 birdies and a par here as everyone has put themselves on the green nicely with their upshots. Unfortunately, just the OB stroke penalizing Ben will limit him from being able to get the score, but again, he's definitely done really well saving par throughout this round.
As you said, to go early, you know, that far back, OB, and then still be able to get the par speaks a lot. Also, hole 11 here did play as our second easiest hole today.
You take one look at the leaderboard there. Matty O still out on top by a lot, and we'll finish off the round after a short break.
Yeah, here we pick back up with hole 12, which actually played as our toughest hole to get a birdie on today. So this is our 18th easiest or our toughest hole. So par 3, 360-ish feet doesn't really tell the story. It's mostly downhill. Players are having to navigate these trees, but speed control is of the essence here. What you really like is for you just to land here and kind of get some ground play as it gets to the basket, because if it flies by, it's heading into the rough behind it.
Matty O going pine here, so playing the mid. Gets caught up, though, on the shrubs.
Oh. Yeah, if he misses that, I think he's parked.
Yeah, definitely was playing that bump and run play that you were kind of talking about, and looked good as this is overturned from Joshua.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to play a flex there and just turned it over a little too much.
Just hits the ceiling here, JohnE McCray, so he'll come up short of that green.
Yep. Should be able to get up and down for the par pretty easily, though.
Mid here as well from Ben, but right to the pine.
Oh. Just right at that, and I think that would have been looking really good. Yeah, that's that OB back. Not OB, but it might as well be. That rough can be really tough.
And putt approach from Patin will allow him to grab par with little stress.
See if Johnny wants to run this.
Certainly did, and nearly found it. But now the rollaway is showing itself. Not too bad, though.
Oh. Yep.
Matt nearly finds that. It's like these guys do have families, Matt, you know?
Piling on, Matt. Piling on.
You know, like, goodness gracious, says McCray will indeed save the par there. And Ben will also. He's certainly been good for that this round. He's very often not taking any damage, but just has not been able to put the birdies together, really.
Yeah, he's had some tough luck. I've really been impressed, though, with the smoothness of his throw and his follow-through. He looks really at ease throwing it.
Yeah,
Makes
I mean,
it look
he's
easy
not
out
even
there.
been playing pro that long in comparison to his card mates. I mean, only since 2020 has he been fully playing MPO and has a lot of raw talent. I'll tell you that for sure from seeing him play in some of the tournaments here in Southern Alabama and the Florida Panhandle.
Here we are with our next par 4, hole 13. Probably one of the prettiest greens just out here, to be honest. We have OB on the road to the left. We have the high grass here marked with stakes, OB on the right. This hole, most of our players are really going to be trying to break it down into 2 segments, around 280 to 300 on the first shot, and then a similar shot here to clear the creek and get onto an island green to allow the players to pick up their birdie. So again, we'll be looking at 280 to 300 on the first, and then just a remainder on the second.
Mario going with that Orbit AT, again, overstable 9 speed, playing it exactly the way that you were describing. Just spiking it in there, center fairway.
Yeah, he has it really dialed in this week. Center cut every time.
And Joshua had just overturned the forehand on the previous hole. Has he corrected it this
Needs
time?
to get back.
Yes,
Oh,
he
there
has.
we go. He has a little bit of elevation there to his benefit on that side as well. A little bit of a hyzer, needs to sit down. And it does.
Yep, so far so good for the card here. This might be another destroyer out of Fulford. Just playing the forehand again.
Yep, good angle, as long as it stays away from the OB. Now, one thing to note, if you get down on that side, you will have a little bit more of the shul. If you see Johnny here, he can kind of look over and see the basket. It's going to be a little tougher from Ben where he's at. Let's see if that affects his shot, any kind of being a little bit lower down there when we watch him throw.
And big spiking hyzer here from Joshua Patin, lands perfectly.
Yeah, using the hyzer for speed control. Well done. See what I'm saying there? It's a little tougher look, so he opts for the forehand. Oh, well, he certainly made it look easy.
Yeah, I would say so. He was ignoring the no parking sign we saw on the fly through earlier.
Yep. See, even though Matt was a little obstructed there, again, the distance, because he did so well in his first shot, really not much of an obstacle, about 280.
Looking like we could see a... Oh, I was about to say we're looking like we're about to see a birdie fest here. Then McCray hits the cage. I can't be blamed for that one. I didn't even get... No, I didn't get the words out before, so I think I'm safe on that one. I gotta defend myself sometimes.
Well, you don't have to... There's no defense against Matt today.
No, there really isn't. Again, Matt wouldn't think he had a 13-stroke lead at this point. Or 12.
Couldn't tell.
No. Again, he's not one to check scores very often, so I would not be surprised if he had no idea how far out in front he was at this point. But when he shot the hot round of the day, round 1, 11 under, I think he shot, 12 under the day after, and now he's already at 10 under here.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really making the course look easy. I wouldn't be surprised to see some changes next year. So here we are on hole 14, par 3. Most of the obstacle here is the road to the left side. We do see up here coming up on our right some stakes showing where the OB is here. Most of our players are going to be landing something just on the other side of this ditch. Has a little casual water in it. Getting a little bump and run up here for the easy birdie.
Now, I take that back. Matteo actually shot a 13 under the previous day.
Of course he did.
So, maybe he can better it. That'll certainly help him do it. I mean,
I think I saw the flag for piling on come out there from his card mates. Beforehand, yeah, it looks like he's tuning this in. He overturned it the one time, but these last 2 times, he's really played it well.
Yeah, quick make the adjustment, that's for sure.
I think that was his defender. Little overturned here.
Yeah, that is Oscar
Oh.
Bravo.
Johnny
Imagining
with a little baby
synchro
flex.
here. Yeah.
Yep.
Well done.
Yeah, this won't be the last we see of Ben. He's had a tough round here today, but like you said, he hasn't been playing as long as some of the other folks, but you can just tell from his form, here's a lot of potential.
Again, I agree with you. He has already 10 career MPO wins to his name, and again, as always, plays very well in the events he plays in the Southeast region. As Matty O, again, he's 4 down through this back 9, only 5 holes played so far, 7 down through the front 9. As Ben will brag the bogey. One of the rare times he's actually taken damage to the scorecard this round.
Yeah, the OB was just far enough back not to give him a par putt to give him a chance to save it. And as we see Josh come in, he's really picked it up here on the back. Maybe he can keep that going.
Yes, again, Matty looking to try to just do one better than the previous day. If he keeps up this pace, we'll find out after the break.
TeamDiscraft.com. All the team favorites on one site.
And here we are at hole 15, our 6th easiest hole. Players are kind of confronted with a little bit of an elevation change here, going uphill for a change after playing the levee downhill most of the time. We have the OB over here to the road to our right. Then we have some stakes you can see over here to the left. Surprisingly enough, Matt actually ran into trouble. I say trouble because he still got the par by going OB long. So a little bit of speed control here. Most of our players be throwing the right-handed backhand hyzer out over the road.
He has dissed up to a more overstable disc, so that could slow down the forward penetration for the mistake you're referring to. And it does. Just enough.
Great adjustment there by Matt.
Out of curiosity, do you know what the course record is in tournament play for this layout?
It is whatever he shot first day, then second day, whatever he
Okay.
shoots today.
We're on that.
Likely.
Okay. Well, he did shoot 13 under in round 2, so he's looking to maybe beat that, as that seems to be the only goal really left because the win is pretty much already wrapped up. Let's see McCray put himself on the edge of the circle.
Yeah, of course doesn't have much defense against Matt, as it looks like today.
And big spiking heights here from Ben. Again, a guy with plenty of power. He has to tone it down for holes like this.
Oh, great shot there. Just got to get this jump putt going here for Josh.
Almost.
He was ready to run it in.
Did seem prepared for that. Oh, that's rude.
That is, and I just got a note here that Tony Bass, as we see him just off left side, did shoot the same 11 as Matt in the first round. But yeah, the 13 from Matt was the, I'm going to call it maybe the previous course record before what he shoots today. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. He's already at 12 with 3 holes left to play, so could very easily find that, next layer, so to speak. As we see the rest of the car kind of clean things up here on 15.
I know Johnny was looking for a little bit more today. You can kind of tell from his body language. Still playing great. Such a long-time player in disc golf. Nationally, it's great to see him out there and the fans getting to see him as well.
Absolutely.
Here we're at hole 16. Again, you know, most of our players are really disking down here, mid, putter, maybe a stable fairway to kind of get the skip left as we talk about our right-handed backhand players. But really what they want to try and do is split this gap right here and then the ground play. We haven't had much rain here this year, so really hard pack. So the ground play allows you to skip all the way to the basket.
There you go, going with that ARP, which is actually his Orbit ARP, his tournament, or Tour Series disc, rather. As that, wow, what a pinball.
Everything just really going right for Matt today. Really the whole week.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Great shot there from Josh. Sit down. Oh, he should be. Yeah, look at him getting some congratulations there as he almost rings up the basket.
Great shot from McCray as well, as you could add the distances of these discs up and still be in circle one.
Absolutely. A little low, playing the skip. Still inside circle's edge. Just maybe a little obstructive. Hopefully can get a putt out of there.
That's rolled away more than I thought for Joshua Patin.
Yeah, it's too good of a shot to do that to him. So close.
Yeah, just got up and rolled. Like, it was a very weird ground action. And unfortunately, he is indeed going to be punished for it by the par coming out to the card. This is Ben for birdie. And he will find it.
Yeah, just tough break there for Josh. Such a great drive. Inches away from maybe going in and then, you know, takes a tough roll.
Little turbo putt there from McCray.
Players got to enjoy a great clinic from Johnny over at Paul B. Johnson State Park, where he helped show some of the players how to do that patented turbo putt.
Matteo has now tied his record from the previous round at 13 under par. He's got 2 holes left to try to extend that and set a new bar for this course as we head to 17.
Hole 17 provides a great opportunity as it's the 5th easiest hole on the course. So what our players are looking at here, 2 choices. We can throw a backhand turnover. The ground play here is going downhill. Our players will notice right about here it starts really steeply going down. So all they got to do is get that backhand with a little bit of glide and turnover. It's going to finish at the basket. Or if you throw the forehand, put it a little bit more left with the flex and play the skip to the basket instead of away from the basket.
Hey, Matteo,
Like we have the. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, he's just playing that same forehand he played the last round, but he's playing it wide and shallow for that bounce. And oh man.
He's just trying to put the course record out of reach forever.
Maybe so. That's Fuse turnover here from McCray.
Need to turn a little bit more, and it should be really good. Stay up. Inside circle.
Yep. This is that, I think, FD3 from Ben. So similar over 7-9 speed.
Left. Yep, needed to be a little bit more left, and there we see that skipping away from the basket. So he was looking for a little bit more flex on it.
This might be better.
Yes, indeed. Big flare. Great shot there from Josh. Again, you see that forehand just needs a little bit of left. Oh, speaking of left.
Yeah, the putting woes for a couple of these lead card members continue a little bit. Joshua Patin, though, is... Oh, never mind. Just he's been doing so well, but does slip up on this one.
Well, as you talk about that race for second and third is very much alive, and if these guys here can't pick it up, they might get caught from our chase card.
Absolutely. Plenty of talented players out there. I know we were looking at the leaderboard. J.C. Rowe was in the mix. Brister was in the mix. I think Downey was in the mix. There were several players that very much could find the podium here, as Matteo has indeed broken The score is now 14 under on the final round. Up
Look
by
at the wind blowing the
15
trees.
strokes.
I think there's more wind than we thought, and he's doing this.
Nah, that's just incredible. 7 down through the front 9. Already 7 down through this 9. Maybe a chance to get even another one on 18, but could also be just potential to lay up for the win. Although it wouldn't really be necessary at this point. It's got plenty of breathing room. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. You can see why. As we will take one more break before we finish things off here in the Big Rip Classic.
On the par 4 signature hole, I think, really. Hole 18 is our 15th easiest, our 3rd hardest, whichever way you want to look at it. Our players, depending on the wind, can play a forehand out from the left side, letting it spike back in around here, or a right-handed backhand turnover will suffice as well. We have OB on the right. The thing I do want to call your attention to is you notice as we get down here to the green, it gets a lot more narrow with OB left, right, and deep. So our players on that second shot are really going to be looking at some speed control to try and get the birdie.
What a rip. OB, though.
Oh, just OB. I
That
think he
was
was
a
trying
mash.
to put the course record out of reach forever. I
Yeah,
really do.
he was very aggressive with that shot, that's for sure. But again, he's got plenty of cushion and can still easily save par from there.
Hey, if he does it 8 more times, you know. Nice turnover here.
You want to hear something pretty special?
What's that?
Other than this whole course record thing we've been talking about, up until this point, Matty O has yet to have a single bogey the entire tournament.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And he may not start now.
No. He's just got to finish this thing off with the par, and he will maintain back-to-back-to-back clean cards for the entire tournament.
Incredible. Nice looking shot there. Josh playing a spike hyzer. Looks a little too much hyzer. Is it? Oh, just rolls out on him.
That's going to be a tough one as McCray is going to take a stop.
And Josh have a little fun.
Yeah, keeping the mood light, that's always nice. Obviously, it's fierce competition, but also good to have that camaraderie.
Great finish there from Johnny.
Yeah, Matt, not much left to get up and down for par here. Just anvil in hand. Little Annie putter shot. Hits the basket. Come on, Matt. What are you doing to these people?
Of course. Of course. Yeah, you could tell he was really playing for an eagle look there off of the tee. And why not?
Yeah, that is a very good point. Why not? As he will secure a victory with a clean entire tournament. Oh, man.
Oh, this is going to be tough for Josh. I haven't looked at the scores from, again, that chase card, but this might drop him down our leaderboard a bit.
I mean, a nice save on the putt, limiting the damage, but still did take a couple of big blows there to finish off the round as that'll drop him down to 21 under par. Keeps him ahead of McCray, but again, there are some chase card players out there that very well could have used that to catch up as Fulford bags the birdie to finish off his tournament, 18 under par.
Well done. Always nice to end on the birdie there for both him and Johnny.
Absolutely. So that'll tie McCray up with Joshua Patin, and there it is. Matty O tapping in the final par. He needs to take the dub.
Presenting your trophy for the MPO champion of the 2023 Big Red Classic, Patin. Let's go!
Thank you, Michael. You got so much work on this event. Every year it gets bigger and better, and you better believe it. And thank you for everybody in Mobile, Alabama Point. We threw down, have fun.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And, Roll Tide, West Side. Everybody showed up. Saving. Kevin Keith, let's go.
Always the character, Matty-O. A true professional, a very skilled player, but also one of the brightest personalities we have in the sport. And that's why it's so fun to watch him succeed, as he has dominated this tournament. If we're honest with you, look at that, winning by 16 strokes, like almost a full round of golf.
Unbelievable. Hey, and look, as we mentioned here, we have Chris Downey and Chad Sherbert tied for second, coming back from our chase car. Incredible shooting by them that round to get into second place.
And indeed, folks, remember to follow and subscribe here at Ace Run Productions on YouTube to catch future coverage, as well as follow them on Instagram and Twitter. And also, for the last time, we'll shout ourselves out. Again, I'm Dustin Murray. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at FollowDust. I do some disc golf coverage for the Pro Tour at times, and I also have my own YouTube channel at Dustin Disc Golf. And Shane, where can folks find you?
Folks can find me at Discraft Pro over on YouTube.
All right, folks. Well, we appreciate you all for tuning into this coverage. We hope you enjoyed it. And again, we hope to see you on future coverage here at Ace Run Productions. But that's us signing off for now. Until next time, have a good one.